Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Embody Your True Essence with me, Ikue. It's Monday, January 6th, 2025. How you guys feeling today? Today is Pisces Day. Today is about listening to intuition, but also the tricky thing is, sometimes am I looking at from a right perspective? Right perspective? Am I listening to my heart? Or am I listening? Am I seeing some illusions? So I'm looking forward to kind of see that difference and what Series Joe has to say. And we have a special guest coming. Julie is joining us, but I would like to start with that grounding and energy of the day. How are you guys feeling today on this Monday? Lots of things are moving. For me, I'm doing a lot of inner work. Some emotions that came up for me, I've been working through I worked through my guilt, shame, and jealousy, control. And for the last few days, I've been working on worry and doubt, all of that. It's like everything is coming up for me. So that's very, very interesting. So let's just actually quickly rub our hands to ground ourselves. There's no rush. And I'm create some heat and feel free to comment how you guys feeling. And I'm bringing Julie. I'm very excited. What we flow and rubber nails, rubber knuckles. And tune into your body. I've been doing a lot of scanning of my body and feel it in and see what my body's speaking, talking to me. And everything is moving at the same time. We're all exactly where we're meant to be. So today is a Pisces day. It's a very intuitive day. We're all introspective. Maybe it's very hard to be in our body. We're perceiving a lot of thoughts. But there are a lot of messages that are here and I would love to share. So lots of stuff is happening in that astral realm. And because of that, we are feeling this way. So now, divine insight. Mars Mars retrograde back to Cancer. Mars return to Cancer heightens the ego's emotional sensitivity, urging introspection with your approach. This transit encourages you to re-explore your emotional foundation, identifying and addressing underlying needs that have been forgotten or pushed to the side. So I can really spot in me a couple of things that identify addressing underlying needs that have been forgotten or pushed to the side. Take a chance at nurturing yourself through active creative pursuit. This energy also fosters compassion and empathy with the family, home, and divine mother space, prompting us to approach relationships with greater tenderness with kid gloves. So this one is huge for me because, when something comes up, we have an ego's response and is ready to go, ready to fight or flight or ready to surrender, right? We always have a choice in the moment. But prioritize self-care and kindness, setting a healthier rhythm with yourself. For me, I'm so used to routines and I'm so used to structure. And when I'm met with such a fluid structure that could change any minute and something happens and there's no communication between, and I could just started to doubt myself or like, is that something, was happening to me? Like, it's easy to fall into that because I'm used to structure and that is solid and that doesn't change. But we always need to look inside instead of going outside. So that's a power, right? That's power right there. So today is definitely we are being triggered in the sense that ego is being triggered, and we need to really think about identify and addressing underlying needs that have been forgotten or pushed to the side. So let's really think about that part. Now, Mercury 27 Sagittarius square Neptune 27 Pisces. You don't have to understand what it means, but I will tell you what would happen. Cloudy vision, the square aspect between Mercury and Neptune create tension between logic and intuition, making causing confusion and misunderstanding. Information may be unclear or deliberately obscured, making it difficult to distinguish truth from illusion. That's how I'm exactly feeling. So, energy is coming up and idea is coming up, and I can identify if that voice coming from my wounded part or if that voice is actually coming from my heart. So do you guys feel that? Yeah, things are, the information may be unclear or delivery obscure, making it difficult to distinguish truth from illusion. Give your mind an approach to focus on so that your intuitive side may also find a way to integrate. An active type of meditation will help balance both your mental and psychic sides. Yeah, logic and intuition. Otherwise, we will have confusion and misunderstanding. Yeah. Okay, so now today is step 6 in Capricorn. So it's a lot of intuition, but there's a lot of confusion because the emotions are high. So we have to be really grounded. Step 16 Capricorn brings spiritual awareness and intuitive information into the formula as you're continuing to decide and commit to a new way of owning your sovereignty. The day asks for you to use your psychic senses and intuition to chime in. Listen very closely by opening up to your heart. Heart is the answer. You may have to step away and reconsider a decision you have recently made. Try including your intuition when making decisions today. Okay. Heart knows the answer. Step 16 rules the day today, adding to the next 7 I sense state of awareness. Your psychic and intuitive information will be clear and present should you choose to focus on your attention on that state. Having this energy come during this time is literally a blessing. Since currently attention is on earthly matters in the I Decide Capricorn season, getting the higher perspective today will provide a new leverage to current life issues. So if you have a problem, today is a good day because we are perceiving and receiving a lot of information. So yeah, and then whatever we decide in this Capricorn season it will linger throughout the year. So it's very important. If possible, it's a great idea to connect to your spiritual energy before starting your day. So let's connect to spiritual energy. Whatever method you turn to is adequate. Meditation, yoga, chanting, or walk in nature would all serve to connect you. If you have particular questions to be answered, be sure to speak them out loud or write them down during your spiritual session. So yeah, journaling is a must today. In the greater narrative today, your spiritual energy is present with you to sense the right direction to take in your daily life. Tomorrow, you'll be ready to make an initial decision towards a given direction. The energy today allows you to get a spiritual, intuitive perspective on whatever you are considering. When you think about or meditate on the choices in life, tune into your gut instinct and intuition. Observe if you sense warnings, see pictures popping into your head, or sense something you can't explain. If an image or an idea comes to mind that you did not request of yourself, it can be considered as higher self evidence. Today is not the day to believe or not believe if the image or idea is true. Notice what you sense as true and put the information to the side. These intuitive pieces of evidence will slowly add up over time or prove to be nothing. The best approach to have no judgment, accept what comes and put it to the side of the future. So this is the master, right? Information comes and we try to understand this information without confusing or understanding. But sometimes if you're cluttered with fear, fight or flight, we will have a lot of filter. And at the end of it, when it comes to, bring it to our awareness, this information can be super distorted because of our wounded part of ourselves, because of anything, right? So that's why it's very important to clear our filter as much as we can. That's why we eliminate stressors. I mean, you can't eliminate stressor, but we eliminate stress, right? So eating healthy and move your fascia, hydrate your fascia, all of that. So we can perceive the information in a most clear way. However, today is one of those days that it says it can cause a lot of, misunderstanding, confusion, and you just don't know what you're feeling is true. So yeah, just like anything, any other day, anything to ground yourself, anything to be in your body, and a kinder, loving approach to yourself. Hi, Ruby, saying good morning. Much love. Yes, happy Monday. So yeah, I'm definitely going through a lot of emotional turmoil. I'm going inwards, releasing my worries, releasing my doubts, all of that. But if you're feeling this way, you're definitely not alone. I am figuring out, everyone is figuring out. And by doing that, everyone is removing all our karma, right? Working through our own karma. So definitely be kind and loving to ourselves. So, what else? When you think about or meditate on the choices in life, tune into your gut instinct and intuition. So if this is not enough, you can also ask your gut instincts and intuition. Observe if you sense warnings, see pictures popping into your head, or sense something you can't explain. If an image or an idea comes to mind that you did not request of yourself, it can be considered as higher self evidence. Today is not the day to believe or not believe if the image or idea is true. I'm repeating this, but I just want to read it again. Notice what you sense as true and put the information to the side. These intuitive pieces of evidence will slowly add up over time or prove to be nothing. The best approach is to have no judgment, accept what comes and put it to the side for the future. Direct your intuition into the matters that matter. See what comes up. So observer, be an observer today. Today, your feelings will provide spiritual reflection for you. Do not judge your feelings or condemn yourself or for feeling them. So that's really the power right there. Approach yourself with compassion and unconditional love. You're being guided to a deeper sense of peace. I love that. At the end of the day, we'll find peace. You're learning a spiritual lesson about your long-term quality of life and work regimen. Go with the flow of the day's event. Today will serve as a turning point to karma you have with day-to-day life on earth. Today's goal is to meditate and intuit on your future path. Surrender your heart and ego to feel the truth. Surrender your heart and ego to feel the truth. Meditate on all of your official plans you currently have in motion. Check your intuition for signs that affirm or deny your intentions. Sometimes you have the right project, but spirit will tell you it's time to wait a little longer. This is where intuition can save a person from a lot of headaches and wasted time. May God be with you. I open my heart to my higher intuition. That's a powerful message today. Yeah. In 24 hours, you'll be ready to commit to a revised plan for your home, family, or emotional security. Use your intuition today to determine if you feel any warnings or guidance. You will manifest this new emotional security in 3 days. Yeah. So sometimes the answer is to be patient, right? Sometimes the answer is to just listen and not take any action. So let's see what comes up. So let's bring Julie. That's the energy of the day. And let's have you come in. Julie, are you ready? So Julie is a Human Garage coach from Toronto. And we have our Fascia maneuver class all to REM do yoga. Good morning. Awesome. Let's see if Julie can. Okay, Julie, decline. Julie, you gotta try. Okay, can you? Let's see. I can bring you in. Hope you're watching. You have to request a live. Okay, let's go live. Okay, let's see. Julie is a lovely woman. Okay, she's here.
I'm going to turn my video around. Oh, how curious. Ikue, now I see me and I don't see you. Have any suggestions?
Okay. How come you don't see me?
I was watching you the whole time while you gave that beautiful introduction telling us about our tuning into our senses, to really tuning into our intuition.
Yeah. Can you see me right now?
No, I don't see you at all. I only see me. You went blank up top when I came in. Do you suggest I leave and come back in, or what do you suggest here?
You can. Okay, let me just. Okay, try again.
So I'll just leave.
Okay. That's funny. Okay, you can request a live. Julie, let's see. Okay, we're gonna try this again. Go live. Okay, I request a live. Hi, Julie.
Hello. Hey. Good.
Okay, you can see me? Okay, perfect.
This is great. Okay. Sometimes that's the fun part of doing these live sometimes is the whole Instagram thing, which the part of me that likes to be a perfectionist gets a bit thrown off sometimes by these moments of filling in the blanks when everything comes together. So
technology is funny because, you know, there's a little glitch, and it's not that it's broken, but it does things, right?
mm-hmm.
I was using Alcoviva, my hydrogen machine, the other day, and then the button stopped working. Like, I tried to press everything. It's like, oh my God, like I can't change the setting. And I was like, for a moment, it is broken. And I had to unplug and I plug in, and it worked wonderfully. So it's, it's like, thank you for this trigger.
Well, thank you for saying that, because that's exactly where all those little things are just showing us where we are in that moment. Start to see that in the world, that nothing out there is really out there. It's all that's what's in us.
Yeah, so that's a tricky part, but because also everyone is going through their own thing, right?
For
but
sure.
I think is the most, like, the best thing we can do is to really take this loving, kind, compassionate approach to ourselves and to others. And you never know what everybody's going through. And as we are, you know, removing ourselves from this old system, and it's just like, you never know what kind of patterns we have carried for our entire life, and what kind of patterns they've been carried, you know, people are carrying for their life. So very interesting. Yeah, we're gonna really be the observer. Do you want to like sync up? Like,
I'd love to sync up. Absolutely. Okay. Head to heart.
So, to the heart and the brain. Yes. Imagine energies. So everybody, we can join if you're called to. And imagine energy go through our heart and the brain. So let's breathing into our heart. Breathing. 2, 3. Through your nose. 2, 3. We can do a longer affirmations later, but that's what's needed for now.
I feel that. Thank you.
Yeah. So how's everything in Toronto? What's going on?
Well, it's exciting. It's exciting, and then there's all the things that about new things that make it questioning on some level. It brings up all the questioning that you speak about too, questioning yourself, our capabilities. But so Toronto's going well. We're growing some community. As I've spoken to you privately, sometimes my technological things get in the way of communication, and communication being a Gemini is the most important thing to me. So being able to get the word out is super important. And I feel limited by my skills with communication, as far as getting word out through, whether it be email and all that kind of stuff.
But at
So
the same
hence
time,
Instagram's become a thing. Pardon me?
but at the same time, not everyone is a good communicator like you.
Right. And that's the mirror, is not everybody operates through
Yeah.
communication. So
Like I was surprised to see actually, Vancouver has a Telegram group and Toronto has a Telegram group. Toronto have more Telegram, like the people in the chat, right? So that's very interesting. I mean, Toronto have more population than Vancouver. Yeah, for sure. But
yes, the thing is though, that chat is super quiet, and I'd like to move it to something else. It's a really quiet. Me and a few other people are right now the only one using it, but we could talk about that another time. It's super quiet, and well, maybe the part of it that we could talk about is people in comfort levels, because a lot of people say no, not Telegram. I want to stay in WhatsApp. That's what I'm comfortable with. So when people say, well, when they come to my classes, they say, let's stay in WhatsApp. I said, well, that's not what we're using. Well, that's what I'm comfortable with. And then they don't, and then there's lack of communication there. So it's bridging those places and allowing, like, where does comfort come from?
But first of all, I see Happy Camper, Ruby Z, and they're all both Gemini, so they were like supporting you.
I love that.
And good morning, everyone. Miss Curly Tree. Yeah, communication part is like it's very essential in this modern world, and people are used to certain way, but the world is changing so fast. I think COVID time with that, all this thing, people are slowly away from WhatsApp because it's like government watching us and all of that, and
that's how I feel.
move to different platform, but WhatsApp at the end is the most convenient tool. Right? So people have been using it. Yeah, but
it's comfort level. It's sort of like going from just regular messaging to using a WhatsApp messaging. That's another step for many people. That whole thing around technology is, for you, it's probably like, yeah, well, what I just started WhatsApp a year ago, probably.
That's why
I only use all the basic things.
Yeah, that's why I think
you're also a Gemini. Interesting.
That's why people are starting to post everywhere the same thing, right? Hope that people will see. Oh my God, there's so many Geminis here today.
Here. Okay.
42 Gemini, know me, Scott, and Katrina, Gemini. Yeah, I don't have a lot of Gemini, but I love talking. I love expressing myself. Yeah, Gemini is going to run the world. What makes you think like that, Michelle? But Geminis are, very intellectual, right? But when Geminis are really in their head and not connected to the heart, that's when we started to go deeper into this rabbit hole. What's your strategy when you feel like that? What do you do to get yourself out of this funk?
One of the fascial maneuvers has been the way, and I'm not just saying that because this is a fascial maneuvers class or connection, because you and I met through this. I did meditation. I couldn't stay in that. Like my mind just doesn't quiet enough. So doing fascial maneuvers supports me to get there. It supports the release of the happy hormones, gets my nervous system settled down, and often the ones around my head.
Yeah,
so,
I think that's very interesting. Yeah,
like especially the ear ones just go.
I can definitely imagine this, like, Gemini having all this clutter, like that, lots of ideas in their head, and it's like, now calm your mind, and that's such a hard thing. Like,
and the bigger challenge, we'll use the word challenge kindly, is that I'm an Aries rising. So everything I do, I want to take action on. So sometimes I'm running around like a chicken with no head. because your rising, is my understanding, is how you operate in the world. So I'm running around from this to that, I'm chasing all these thoughts around. And sometimes it gets me a bit scattered and not clear about my direction in a day. It could be a bit imposing on me, that method. I'd love to be able to sit down. You seem like a very organized person. I do this, I'm like, whatever. I feel like a lot of the time that I'm in this and then I'm on that. I pulled into different directions very easily. So that's one of.
I think for me, I would say I'm more organized in some area and or not organized in some area. But for me, I think what I'm working through is like whatever that holding me back is really holding me back, you know. And you never know until you started to notice the pattern. Like you feel ready to do this, and we want to help people. We want more people to come to our class, and then we're doing best we can, and I will post things and, you know, working on my confidence and all of that. At the same time, it's that energy, like overall frequency. There's part of me that, you know, is against that, then, you know, that's affects our results. And I am at the place where I'm really digging deeper into, okay, what is that hold me back from being the best as I want, you know, being the best I am. So that's very interesting. Everyone's commenting. I just would like to read. Comfort balances on the edge of knowledge. That's that Scott way of calming down his Gemini brain. Comfort balances. Personally, because I'm good at thinking and communicating, that's Michelle. I'm fearless about the things I am passionate about. Yeah, yeah. I think when Gemini is in the good flow, but the words comes out, right? And it's so inspiring. Every word that you say. That's pretty much an aqua maneuver has helped me get into my body. I never felt truly in my body until I did fascia maneuvers. That's amazing. I feel like that's for a lot of people. You know, we think like we have a body, but like I heard that Pisces normally like really up. They're not really in their body a lot, and I noticed. But myself, I'm not much in my body either.
So
I need to really.
what is your rising again? What's your operating system?
My rising is Leo.
So it's all about your heart, what you love, and that always comes through your eyes. That
Yeah.
always comes through you. That projection that comes through your eyes when you do your lives. You can just feel you, like it just emanates from your heart 100%. And everything you do, like just how much you do, and everything you do comes from the heart. How much you supported this human garage, and how this has become a passion from them being a dancer to moving into this direction for you and making all these changes, all based on, to me, it feels like it's all heart and the right thing.
Oh, thank you. It means a lot. I think Leo, sun sign Leo and rising sign Leo are learning to shine from the real place, because we forgot sometimes. So this is what I learned through Serious Joy, and Sensei Christopher is also Leo rising sign. So he talks a lot about his trait, also Leo rising sign. And Leo tend to just go out, and just sharing the love, and forget that we need to be the one that needs to receive the love the most. And so that's something that coming up for me. I'm learning to love myself and put myself first, and it's not a selfish thing, right? We're all learning loving ourselves. And also Michelle said, I don't try to calm my mind, I try to accept that thought so they don't need to shout.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's beautifully said, Michelle. Really, that's yes.
Yeah.
That's what I've learned to do more, because it's like, just, okay, listen to that thought for a moment, as opposed to going, oh, I'll be quiet, because no, it's not going to be quiet.
And
it's not the operating system.
That's what we exactly be doing for, you know, whether you have Gemini or not. I think that's what I was doing. And Serious Joy literally said today is like, right here. Today, your feelings will provide spiritual reflection for you. Do not judge your feelings or condemn yourself for feeling them or having that thoughts, right? How can I be of service for ourselves? Just be kind and observing all the thought, that crazy thoughts and ugly thought that coming up. All the doubts. Yeah. So that's definitely something that we are all learning. What's
So,
your degree on your rising sign?
oh, I don't
I mean,
remember. I have to go look. I knew you were going to ask me that, and I almost pulled it up. I don't remember. I don't remember exactly, but I know it'd
yeah,
be interesting to take a look at that now that we're having this conversation.
yeah.
So what I got from Serious Joy just before that, and this might be helpful for other Geminis, is your intuition is spot on today, whether you want to accept it or not. If you don't have a good feeling about something, there's a good reason. Trust yourself.
Mm,
Mm.
it's a good reason.
If
You
you don't have a good, if you're feeling, if you're not, it's almost like if you don't feel it, trust that you're not feeling it.
mm-hmm. But here
Right?
comes the power of, setting the intention when you feel this way and everything is moving and everything is shifting. I like to think that, okay, only good things come out of this. I think that's where I can find peace because whatever thought that we have and whatever feelings that come up, it's good to accept them without judging them and then connect with our heart and what is true for us. And but also when you can't brush off this feeling and it's like, okay, I'm not sure, I can't tell, I'm just like thinking too much, if this true for me, is this coming from an illusional or wounded part of ourselves? So we need to really filter it out, but at the same time, if you can't do that, then but the best way is to surrender and just trust that only good things will come our way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree. For all of us, regardless of your sign, that's just
Mm-hmm.
that's just life from living, not from embodiment. Back to your word, that embodying your life is coming from there,
Mm-hmm.
feeling into those places.
Yeah. Michelle is screaming. Can you see that? Michelle is like, oh, that's not good for me. I'm not feeling an organization we all know and love, and I'm considering moving the energy I put into oh, that's very interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's like everything is changing and everyone is figuring out. And I, I think it's important to meditate and see what's important for us, and it's okay to shift and change, and let's set that intention that only good things come out of this. That's all that is. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
a qualifier for meditation for those of you who need to move, like myself, I'm standing, Ikue is sitting. I don't, sittings for me is not an action, so is an inaction. So meditating for me is often going and lying on the floor and working on myself. Like literally tuning into my body, asking my body where I need some attention right now. Or going outside and breathing, doing something. It's usually active for me. So it can mean different things to different people as opposed to the traditional sense of meditation. Do you do a traditional sense of meditation where you just shut down your mind?
Not so much. Not so much.
Yeah.
There's a time
So how
that
do
I was
you do it then? How do you do it? What is your approach to
well,
it?
there was a time that I was doing meditation. It's basically like put on the meditation like music, like the recording. I will listen and then visualize myself in the gold pyramid, and I used to do that. And I loved it, but I kind of stopped as I started fascia maneuvers. And I'm a dancer, I love moving. It's like, wow, this is way more powerful. But I like sitting down and I have my one. I have it with me. This is one from Zilla. We all are like a little witchy, but this whether I sometimes I feel it a lot. Like when I'm releasing, it's like I definitely feel like energy coming out and energy coming out and like I feel the pulsation by holding it. But sometimes I just don't. But I just have it with me. I sleep with it, and I just take it with me everywhere, and so that I can find some inner peace within.
So when
So I
you
guess
teach a class, do you bring it? Do you bring it
yeah,
with your to your class? So
yeah.
you do just leave it in your bag, or where do you place it in your class? Out of
I
curiosity.
leave it in the bag. Yeah. When I
Because
first
I was
started,
bringing mine to class. Maybe I need to start bringing it to class a little bit more. At the beginning, I was.
yeah, you should.
Interesting.
Yeah, you should definitely should.
Mm-hmm.
I used to put this in maybe in the center or whatever in my class
Mm-hmm.
because that's what Human Garage team was doing. But yeah, I just put it. I leave it in that because I don't want to break. You know, I don't something happens. So I put it in my bag and then always have this with me. Yeah. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
I got a tattoo of the one crystal in November. That's so funny, Ruby Zing. Do you
Mm-hmm.
have the actual one, Ruby Zing?
Yeah.
Because she says she got a tattoo of that crystal.
Oh, interesting. Wow.
That's so interesting.
Interesting. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, where can I get the one? Just DM me. I can send you the Gisella's Instagram. Yeah, Gisela has been working with Gary in Human Garage
Mm-hmm.
for a while, and she created this one. And every crystal that she makes, including this one, and necklaces that she creates, have this torus field in itself. So one side has omega, one side have alpha. Yeah, so all of that.
And it's interesting. Do you ever turn it upside down? See, what I do is if I feel like I need to bring energy up my body, I'll turn alpha. I'll have alpha up when I turn it down, I feel like I'm more in my body or my feet. So I'll do that at nighttime when I sleep because I sleep with mine as well. I'll flip it around and see which
So,
way I'd like the energy to
so
flow.
omega is this, if you guys can see, and the other side is the alpha. And I was told that, can you see A?
There we go.
So
We both have it. There you go.
I was told that if you need to ground yourself, alpha needs to be up. So
Mm-hmm.
it goes like this, energy goes like this.
Mm-hmm.
And this crystal does not need to be cleansed ever. Now, when I flip and now omega is up, then energy goes through like that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, I think I said it backwards, but that's what I
yeah.
meant.
So if you have pain in your body that you want to release, you want it to be out. So I put omega up and it go like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, I will flip it and ground myself to kind of shield the energy.
Mm-hmm.
Gisela said that I need to ground myself, so alpha is up is the right way. And but I know the Human Arts team likes to feel lightheaded, so
Exactly.
flip it up. Yeah, but you can definitely play around it. These are like powerful, powerful tool.
And I've sometimes in the dark looked, I got in bed, feel for it, put it on my heart across my body, and then get a sense whether I feel energy moving up or down, and then test it. I put my flashlight on my phone and said, oh, okay, the direction that I was aiming for. Like it's kind of an interesting feel. Like how many times, just to sense the wand and the energy from the wand. I thought it was pretty cool. So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Ruby Jean said, no, I want one so bad, but I thought that tattoo was powerful.
There you go. Sure. Well, the tattoo is the intention of anything.
Yeah.
You're putting it within you. You're taking that energy and placing it on you. Every tattoo I have on my body represents an energy from my life on some level. So we need to take those tattoos pretty seriously if we make a choice on that.
Yeah.
So
that's gonna be my one and only tattoo.
There you go.
My parents freaked out. It's like, you're not gonna be able to go to hot springs, onsen anymore. And like,
what does yours represent? What is the represent?
It's a lotus.
Oh, it's a lotus flower.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just nice and cute. And yeah, I understand how provocative that was from my culture. And yeah. But Human Garage, we know that tattoos blocks the flow of fascia. So this is my one and only. Yeah, I don't think I will
I
have anything
have
new.
an entire sleeve on my right arm, which is pretty curious.
Wow.
Your side of giving. Yeah, a half sleeve on my right arm. So, and then right down, I chose this right along my heart meridian, but it
Mm,
says to me, I see with a big heart. Into me, I
mm,
see.
mm,
Intimacy. Into me, I go. A
mm,
reminder every day to come inside.
mm. I love that. Yeah. I think it's very important when we are in this little, funk and the feeling all sorts of way. It's very important to come back to heart and know
Mm-hmm.
that everyone's figuring out and we are all moving. And this year is a very interesting, it's going to be a very interesting year. We don't know what's going to happen, but
Mm-hmm.
everything is going to change. Yeah. How are you feeling like overall that can you tapping into maybe collective energy or you don't have to be psychic, but you just maybe feel something's gonna happen.
Are you asking me personally how I feel
Yeah,
about?
I'm
Oh,
asking
I
you.
feel
Yeah.
like usually I feel like people are starting to crack open. I like being okay with things they weren't okay with. So and with that, I feel like people who are just super not open to anything, unfortunately, could have a really hard ride. And people are starting to look and realize that there is more, like that we're not just a physicality, and that the connection more with the all. I feel that we're going to realize our interconnectedness and look for each other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There is also, like, before I got into the human garage experience, I I didn't belong to a community in any way.
Mm-hmm.
And now I find this part to be one of the most powerful parts about this whole thing, regardless of the maneuvers, is a sense of being with people that are like-minded, like-hearted, non-judgmental.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then
So,
you sometimes forget that
mhm.
not many people are like that. And so when you
Yeah.
go about your day and connect with people on the street, it's like, wow, very interesting.
But then again, when you're you and I'm me and we connect with people on the street, sometimes we're super refreshing for them, or they'll just walk away.
Mm. But I also do feel that slowly we are also finding Soul Tribe in person and also online. And I speak my truth, and many people understand it. Many people, it's like, wow, like this was very new. I felt like I was not comfortable speaking my truth and during COVID time. And I think the energy is coming again, right? And but let's see how much people will speak up next time, this
Yeah.
time around. Yeah,
Yes.
I
I
do.
agree with that statement 100%. It'll be I think there may be a different response to whatever's ahead of
Mhm.
us. And I think that's because a lot of people's hearts and energy has been opened up to, with this age of Aquarius, to more possibility, and that what we're not seeing is necessarily what is.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, it could be that, whatever we were trying to create was based on the old system. So it needs a little bit of, break it to breakthrough. And by doing that, maybe we triggered and we were forced to change different directions. But maybe it could be for good reasons in the end. This is where we need to trust things that I'm working on and came to a conclusion kind of thing was I think we all need to have a sense of safety and we all need to have a sense of security and a sense of worthiness and trust. So I've been working on feeling safe. I'm safe in my body. And one day I realized there's a difference between feeling safe and feeling secure, right? So, survival, like, okay, I am safe to exist. Now I am secure about myself, so I don't have doubt. And then I am worthy. I am worthy of doing all of that. And I get to be my own sovereignty. And that's something that we are all working on, right? Without being, without fully depend on other people for your own happiness or whatever we're doing. Like, this is where we are sort of struggling because we're in a society where everybody kind of, family structure, everybody kind of depend on each other, but that's not the case in our new world anymore. So before it was okay, things that were okay are not okay anymore, right? So moving so quickly. And last thing, when we are changing, can we trust ourselves? Can we trust the process? So yeah, and the choice is ours, right? Choice is yours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I see all that. Well put together. Thank you. See, there's your organization skills.
Thank you.
Or I
Yeah.
communicate randomly and let's see how it comes out.
Yeah. Scott said, I tend to seek open-minded and just like-minded versus just like-minded.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, open-minded.
Mm-hmm.
And just as a community is key. This is my first one and have joined others as well now. Thank you, Happy Camper. You helped with this so much.
Yeah.
My husband is MIA on a relapse because he's finally having a breakthrough, and it's pushed me to change for the better. Thank you for sharing, Orbisi. And I also love that you put breakdown to breakthrough. It's comforting to know that Serious Joy, I was listening to Serious Joy. As Serious Joy, when you've been following us, every breakdown will be a breakthrough. Breakthrough. That's good to know that, right? It's like, breakdown after breakdown. It's like, oh my God, what's happening? But everyone's figuring out. Everyone is doing everything they can based on who they are and what they do and the approach that they take. And that approach may not be sufficient, but we are all doing everything we can to navigate this. So yeah, taking one day at a time.
Sometimes one moment at a time in a day.
Yeah,
right?
Definitely.
Taking it down to that moment. What feels right in this moment? For me, it's become all about what feels right in that moment is okay, as opposed to judging the moment and saying I should. No more shoulds. That was 2024. Shoulds are behind.
Yeah. I think, I thought I've been very serious and working hard on my goals and business, all of that. But even that, when you shift, I noticed some areas that were not fully 100% and engaging. And I realized that there's part of me likes to seek for support, which is a good thing. But at the same time, like, I fully need to be independent, but independent means not being, not getting support, but it's more like getting support from the higher self, universe and angels, just to continue to empower myself, that know that it's possible, know that this is the chance, and know that this is when I need to really, really need to step up my game. Yeah.
Can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
How well do you ask for support yourself? For human support rather than higher support? Like, do you have 8 minutes so we can have a chat when you're feeling it?
Human support, I feel like I don't have a lot of support. I feel like I do a lot of things by myself, and but at the same time, that's not true, right? So it's all about how I look at things. And I learned that people come and go, right? People are just doing their own thing and working on their own thing. So at the end of it, we were building things, but at the same time, I am aware that people make their own choice. And I can't rely on people per se, but I don't know, this is where I am at my journey. I am learning to trust myself, and when I trust myself, maybe I can trust others more.
Yeah. Well, that's that whole place of starting with the self, right? When I trust me, I can see the trust in you coming back to me. It's all a mirror. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you.
I like to think I'm very reliable in nature, but if I show up to my life like this, and if some people are not like that, and there's you know, different frequency in the vibe, but doesn't mean that they don't deserve to be in my life either, right? So we need to really know, okay, this is who I am, and these people are not, but they're also working on their thing, right? When to help, when to join, when to participate, and when to help each other, but without relying on, without being depending on each other. So that's something that coming up for me in many ways. Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
So
A point where you want to call someone an offload, but it would be better for you to hang out with yourself and go through that moment.
yeah.
Because if you offload, you're not getting the message yourself, right? Is that kind of what you mean? You offload to another human, then you're not allowing yourself to stay with that, with you, the human. Like your humanity, your connection.
Because every time it's a powerful thing to share, and it's a powerful thing to release your emotion through communicating and without projecting onto other people, but you also do that with dance or, you know, working out, right?
Yeah.
But working out and moving your body is super powerful. But what I learned that over the years of dance training, I got so good at releasing emotion through dance. But if you're just releasing emotions and you never face them, why you have that emotion in the first place?
Nice. Thank you for that.
Yeah,
That's pretty powerful.
Yeah.
That's pretty, because then you're just it's almost like you're deflecting them through your own movement as opposed to staying with them and feeling them.
And then you will always find yourself at the right, like that same place. Yeah. So I am sitting with my emotions a lot. Like I work through my guilt, I work through my shame, I work through my jealousy, and work through my control, like needing to control. And the things that came out for me afterwards was fear and not feeling good enough, and yeah, not trusting, all of that, right? But there are some valid reasons at the same time, like whatever you see is an illusion. So it's like, am I looking at from the right perspective? And tuning to other people, and it's like, maybe this person is going through this way, so I'm acting like this, or this person, and you know, started to going into this overthinking loop, right? And so that's why I said surrender, take a loving and kind approach. Things does not happen accordingly on the schedule. It could change in a minute, and you just see, you know, what's gonna happen, and give yourselves the time, but also taking action. Yeah. So right now I'm at the point where I'm going to take action. I've been taking action, but removing all the emotions that were holding me back somehow, right? The little shadow aspect of myself. And now I am like, okay, I'm going to do this. Yeah. So I'm better and better. Yeah. In that sense.
Thank you for asking. Thanks for speaking about that. It's powerful. Yeah. Because everyone has their ways of doing things, what they've learned, or, you know, there's many different ways of doing accessing ourselves. Yeah.
Facing your patterns is such a courageous thing to do. It's just very comfortable. It's very comfortable and uncomfortable. But if you are projecting your thing onto other people, it's easy. It's super easy. But yeah, that's you need to look inside. We're at the period of where the timeline yet to be molded, and the dissonance frequency are integrating towards harmonizing, like an orchestra learning to blend into melodies. Yeah, Scott, I agree with you 100%. I think that's what's been happening. So it seems like everything is so scattered and changing, and it's like, oh my God, it's like I can't depend on this anymore. Or it's like, yeah, it's like I'm literally feeling this way, you know. I'm looking to, you know, looking outside to kind of hold on to, so I can feel secure, I can feel safe. But these things are changing, and my relationship left and, you know, changed, right? And it's like I really need to just hold on to myself and inner strength, and that's all that is. And it's okay that emotions come up, and I just like release that emotions. But it's like, okay, just finding my own strength, and that's what we are all called to do. Yeah, a lot of you feel panic through fascia maneuvers. It's slow it down. Fascia maneuvers is not meant to cause panic, but it could cause this overwhelming sensation, right? If you're not used to feeling. So just breathe through it, and literally you can hug yourself and to be kind and take time. Yeah, just like what Julie said, one scene, one moment at a time. Yeah. Dancing physical body balancing activities is a quick way to dispel not self and center the self in one center of gravity. Yeah, we all have a way of feeling better coming back to our center and harmony. Yeah.
Yeah.
Julie, do you want to finish with, before that, I pick a card. I always pick a card.
Exciting. I love this part.
I tapped 16 times, and this came up. Gratitude rampage. List 10 things you are thankful for. So every moment has something to be grateful for if you can find it. To appreciate means to make more of. In other words, what you focus on expands. Gratitude is a potent magic power for manifesting more of what you want in your life. If you're constantly focusing on what goes wrong or what you don't like, then by law of attraction, you begin to attract more experiences that cause those negative feelings. The same goes for gratitude, so keeping a regular practice of thankfulness continues a supply of awesomeness. It takes more than just saying thank you to activate the manifesting magic. When going on your gratitude rampage, make sure you feel with every ounce of your emotional being the joy for each things on your list. Get into the habit of saying thank you for all the small things in your life. Keep a journal by your bedside and spend a few minutes each night going on a gratitude rampage and notice all the blessings that begin to pour in. I'm thankful for all the things in my life, and I'm open to receiving more. Yeah. So that is that. There's a lot of power in gratitude. I do this a lot now. Thank you, hair. Thank you, hips. Thank you, body. I love you. Let's move with me, right? Yeah. So just the power of thinking. Let's do right hand on your heart and the left hand on the top of it. Okay? To finish and set the intention. Thank you guys for being here today. One more thing before. Six Folks Worthy said, I felt panic in the beginning too. Trauma is being released. Stick with it and it will become where you find deep peace. Yeah. Yeah. Even though...
Sorry. I was just going to say this hand-to-head feeling with your feet on the ground is probably one of the most calming things you can do. If you really just tune into that when you're feeling panic, just let yourself set into your body.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 3 points of contact. Remind yourself that the minimum 3 points of contact helps you feel calm. So the feet on the ground, pay attention to that.
Your butt on the chair, whatever that is, that place of feeling your contact will make you feel a little bit more safe in your body. So
yeah. So let's do 6 breath breathing. 2, 3. Your nose. 2, 3. Repeat after me. Hello, brain.
hello, brain.
Hello, ego.
Hello, ego.
Hello, mind.
Hello, mind.
Hello, body.
Hello, body.
Thank you for your hard work.
Thank you for your hard work.
But you don't have to work hard anymore.
But you don't have to work hard anymore.
Please work Please work smart.
Please work smart. So perfect. Thank you. I'm going to say thank you, thank you, thank you on that one.
Yeah. Thank you for your smart work.
Thank you for your smart work.
Thank you for moving with my soul's intention.
Thank you for moving with my soul's intention.
Hello, heart.
Hello, heart.
You're in charge.
You're in charge.
I'm following you.
I'm following you.
I'm listening to you.
I'm listening to you.
I am safe.
I am safe.
I am secure.
I am secure.
I am worthy.
I am worthy.
I trust.
I trust.
I love myself.
I love myself.
I am lovable.
I am lovable.
I trust myself.
I trust myself.
I am abundant.
I'm abundant.
I am healthy.
I'm healthy.
I'm joyful.
I'm joyful.
Do you want to add anything?
You hit the whole thing. For me to have nothing left on that list, I'm sure. I'm accepting.
I accept.
I'm accepting.
I'm accepting. Yeah.
Accepting.
I am accepted.
I'm accepting, and I receive.
I receive.
I feel receptivity. I receive.
Love that. I am appreciated.
Yeah.
I am lovable.
Mm.
Mm. Today is a good day. Only good things come my way. I have faith in me.
I keep my heart open to me.
I am confident.
I am confident.
I'm courageous.
Courageous.
Yeah. Let's do another 6 breath breathing.
Sure.
2, 3. Through your nose. 2, 3. Yeah. Yes, you are appreciated. I love you. Trust yourself where you're worthy. Yes. Yeah. So grounding. Always come back to heart. Thank you, Julie, for joining today. That was
Thank you,
awesome.
Ikue, for being you.
Yeah.
I love you. You are amazing. If you could only see the fantastic, well, I'm sure you are opening yourself to seeing the wonderful, fantastic in you. You really are a bright light, and I appreciate you. And thank you for giving me this opportunity to be in your moment, be in your presence. I love this. So thank you.
So Vancouver and Toronto has in-person Fashion Maneuvers classes. What's your time? What are your recent time?
Eastern Standard Time is my time, and the time of the classes are on Thursday night at 7 p.m. and Sunday mornings at 10:45 a.m. I'm going to start calling it for 10:30 as people like to be tardy.
Yeah.
So no more tardy. 10:45.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to grow these classes. And you're in the East Coast, I'm on the West Coast, and Canada, USA always like to compare West Coast and East Coast. So we're just like, well, empowering each other and have fun and growing and to become the best version of ourselves. But know that we are safe, secure, worthy, and trust.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Thank you,
you so much
Julie.
today.
Yes.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Love you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you, everybody. I'm gonna go. Have a great rest of your day. Yes, yes. And you can always jump on if you want to share. Just shoot me a message. I would love to have some conversation. So thank you guys for being here, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you back tomorrow. Bye, everybody.